Good morning everyone. In this video, we are going to cover the current affairs. For mobile optimized ebooks, please install GK Today Academy app. So if you want to read this current affairs quiz, please install GK Today Academy app. Now we have started a new channel, Civils Academy. So you can subscribe to it if you find it relevant. You can join our Telegram channel for regular updates. Now let's start. What is Ceres? That was referred to in a recent study by NASA. So it is dwarf planet. Now recently it was in news because according to recent reports by Dawn spacecraft, this dwarf planet Ceres is not a barren space rock. That means water is available on this dwarf planet. The name of the dwarf planet is Ceres. It was in news because as per recent study we got to know that water is available on this area. Now it was an initiative of NASA. NASA is the space agency of USA. Recently NASA was also in news because of its Mars mission, and NASA sent its Perseverance rover mission to Mars. Apart from NASA, recently China also launched its Mars mission, and it is Tianwen-1. So it is the name of China's Mars mission. In addition to that, UAE was also in news, and it is Hope Probe. That means the name of UAE Mars mission is Hope Probe, and this was launched with the help of Japan. UAE was also in news because of historic deal with Israel. So it is going to be a historic peace deal, and it is dubbed as Abraham Accord. So this term Abraham Accord is related to recent peace deal between Israel and UAE. And UAE is going to be the third country from which Israel has won the recognition. I'm talking about Arab countries. It is important to note that Israel first signed the peace deal in 1979 with Egypt, and then the second deal was signed with Jordan in 1994, and this one is the third such historic peace deal which has been signed with UAE. So if everything is going to work as per plan, UAE will be the first Persian Gulf country to sign a peace deal with Israel. Next question is, what is the name of Congress leader and national spokesperson who passed away recently? So his name is Rajiv Tyagi, and he passed away recently due to cardiac arrest. In addition to him, recently Malayalam poet and lyricist Chonakra Ramakutty also passed away. So he was the Malayalam poet and lyricist. Malayalam is the official language of state of Kerala, and it is one of the classical languages. Next question is, which organization conducted a survey titled Youth and COVID-19 Impact on Jobs, Education, Rights and Mental Well-being? So this was conducted by ILO, that is International Labour Organization. So as per this survey, almost half of the world's youth population is undergoing stress because of this COVID-19 pandemic situation. Now ILO was formed in 1919. India is a founding member of ILO. The headquarters of ILO is in Geneva. Recently, ILO was also in news as for the first time in the history of ILO, an International Labour Convention has been ratified by all the member states, and it is Convention number 182, and it is related to the worst forms of child labour. So recently, it became a historic event as it achieved universal ratification following the ratification by Kingdom of Tonga. So this convention number 182 has been ratified by all the member states. It is one of the 8 fundamental conventions of ILO. Now out of these 8, India has not ratified 2. One is convention number 87 and one is convention number 98. So this convention number 98 is related to collective bargaining, and this convention number 87 is related to freedom of association and protection of right to organize. So 98 is collective bargaining, 87 is freedom of association and protection of right to organize. Next question is, Ministry of Road Transport and Highways has permitted registration of which type of vehicle without pre-fitted batteries? So it is electric vehicles. That means now electric vehicles can be sold without pre-fitted batteries. Now if we talk about electric vehicles, recently Delhi government announced new electric vehicles policy. Apart from that, Tamil Nadu government announced that it is going to set up an exclusive park to promote electric vehicle production. Recently, India's first electric vehicle charging plaza was inaugurated in Delhi in Chelmsford Club. and this was inaugurated by Mr. R.K. Singh. Mr. Singh is the Union Minister for Power, New and Renewable Energy. Next question is a webinar titled Views of Maharashtra and Textiles of Odisha was organized by which organization along with India Tourism? So this was organized by PIB in association with India Tourism, and this was organized to focus on the handlooms and fabrics of Maharashtra and Odisha. Now if we talk about handlooms, every year on 7th of August National Handloom Day is celebrated, and it is celebrated because on this day in 1905 Swadeshi movement was started. So this National Handloom Day is celebrated to mark this significant event and to honor the handloom weavers of the nation. Now recently, 3 important organizations associated to this sector were abolished. One is All India Handicraft Board, one is All India Handloom Board. So this one is handicraft, this is handloom, and third one is Powerloom Board. So these 3 boards were abolished by the government recently. Next question is, who is the chairperson for the National Expert Group on Vaccine Administration for COVID-19? So Niti Aayog member Dr. V.K. Paul is the chairperson, and recently it was in news because this group met for the first time recently. Meeting was co-chaired by Secretary of Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. So this group has been constituted under this ministry, that is Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, and it discussed the process of selection of COVID-19 vaccine and the procurement mechanism for this vaccine. Now recently Russia claimed that they have developed COVID-19 vaccine, and the name of this vaccine is Sputnik. Russia was also in news because of Ambarnaya River. This river was in news due to oil spill. Russia was also in news because of Kavaz 2020. So it is a military exercise and India is going to participate in this exercise. Next question is, which exchange has signed a memorandum of understanding with Maharashtra-based bullion trading associations to create awareness on organized trading? So this is BSE, that is Bombay Stock Exchange. So Bombay Stock Exchange signed this MOU with the Maharashtra-based bullion trading associations, and the objective is to spread awareness about organized trading. Now Maharashtra was also in news because of a report by Traffic. So as per this report, Uttarakhand and Maharashtra had the highest leopard poaching in India. So the title of this report is Spotted in Illegal Wildlife Trade. Now what is this Traffic? Traffic is a organization which was founded in 1976, and it is alliance of WWF, that is Worldwide Fund for Nature, and IUCN, that is International Union for Conservation of Nature, and the headquarters of Traffic is in Cambridge in UK. Now recently FATF, that is Financial Action Task Force, also released its report on illegal wildlife trade, and the title of that report was Money Laundering and Illegal Wildlife Trade. Next question is, which union ministry released report of the Committee on Business Responsibility Reporting? So this is related to MCA, that is Ministry of Corporate Affairs, and the report proposed, that means this report proposed a new reporting framework, and this framework is called BRSR. What is BRSR? It is Business Responsibility and Sustainability Report, and this BRSR will be integrated with MCA 21. What is MCA 21? It is a portal, and it is an initiative of Ministry of Corporate Affairs. MCA 21 is e-governance initiative of Ministry of Corporate Affairs. Next question is, which state or union territory government has entered into a MOU with IIT Bombay and Tata Projects for construction of smoke tower? So this is Delhi. So Delhi has signed MOU with IIT Bombay and Tata Projects for smoke tower at Connaught Place, that is CP. Now, what is the meaning of smog? Smog stands for smoke plus fog, and recently Delhi's first smoke tower was inaugurated in Lajpat Nagar in Delhi. Now what is the function of these smoke towers? These smoke towers are designed to work as a large scale air purifiers. That means they purify the air on large scale. So this will filter out the pollutants from the air. Next is, which Indian transport organization has proposed to upgrade its automatic fare collection system? So this is Delhi Metro. That means now the travelers will be able to pay using debit card and credit card, and they will not need to recharge their Metro smart cards. So this decision was taken to promote the digitization of fare collection system. Now Delhi Metro is managed by DMRC. What is DMRC? It is Delhi Metro Rail Corporation, and it is a company with equity participation from Government of India and Delhi government. So this DMRC built and operate the Delhi Metro, and in 2011 it was certified by United Nations, and it became the first metro rail and rail based system in the world to get the carbon credit for reducing greenhouse gas emissions. Next question is, the Reserve Bank of India has directed to implement system based asset classification to which type of financial institutions? So this is announced for UCB, that is Urban Cooperative Banks. So those urban cooperative banks which have total assets of 2000 crores or above as on 31st of March of 2020 should implement this system based classification of assets. So these banks who have total assets of rupee 2000 crore or above need to implement this classification system from 30th of June 2021. And those banks who have total assets equal to or more than 1000 crores but less than 2000 crores need to implement this system by 30th of September 2021. Now RBI was also in news because of positive pay feature. Answer in comment box what is the objective of this positive pay feature which was announced by RBI recently. Next is the Katra Delhi Express Road Corridor, which was in news recently, connects the national capital to which state or union territory? So it connects Delhi to Jammu and Kashmir, as this Katra is in Jammu and Kashmir. So it will reduce the travel time between Katra to Delhi. Next question is, which country has recently initiated a campaign named Clean Plate Campaign 2.0? So this campaign was launched to reduce the food wastage, and this campaign is related to China. Now China was also in news because of Diamer Bhasha Dam. So this dam is in POK, that is Pakistan occupied Kashmir, and it is our territory which has been illegally occupied by Pakistan. So India has raised its objections against this dam. Pakistan and China are collaborating for this dam in POK. Now one more dam was in news, and it is Azad Pattan Dam. So Pakistan and China are also collaborating for this dam. Now China was also in news because of 9-dash line. Next question is, which fintech company has launched stock trading services on its platform? So this has been launched by Paytm. Now Paytm is e-commerce payment system, and the headquarters of Paytm is in Noida. Noida is in Uttar Pradesh, and the parent company of Paytm is 197 Communications, and it was founded by Vijay Shekhar Sharma. So these were the most important questions of today's video. Now we are going to cover important news. Feel free to skip it at your own risk if you do not like the format. So first news is related to Arunachal Pradesh, as there is a demand for autonomous councils in Arunachal Pradesh, and therefore it is being demanded that Arunachal Pradesh should be brought under 6th schedule of Indian Constitution. It is important to note that as of now Arunachal Pradesh is in 5th schedule of Indian Constitution, and 6th schedule of Indian Constitution is applicable in the states of ATMM, that is Assam, Tripura, Mizoram and Meghalaya. That means no Manipur. Next news is related to Mediterranean Sea. So recently it was in news because of the conflict between Greece and Turkey. So Mediterranean Sea is connected to Atlantic Ocean through Strait of Gibraltar. Next is related to One Sun, One World, One Grid. So it is an initiative which is proposed by India to build a global ecosystem of interconnected renewable energy resources. So it is related to renewable energy. Now recently it was in news because MNRE, that is Ministry of New and Renewable Energy, has put this proposal on hold till further notice. So MNRE is nodal ministry. Objective is to have unified system of interconnected renewable energy resources. Next is Papam Reserve Forest. So it is in Arunachal Pradesh and it is home to hornbills. Recently this forest reserve was in news because of a study, and as per that study, deforestation is a serious threat to the biodiversity in the area. Next is TESS. So TESS stands for Transiting Exoplanet Survey Satellite. So it is an initiative of NASA, that is Space Agency of USA, So recently NASA announced that TESS has found 66 new exoplanets. Now please read about two terms. What is exoplanet and what is the meaning of Goldilocks zone? Next is Amrut scheme. So Odisha is on top position in terms of implementation of the scheme. Amrut stands for Atal Mission for Rejuvenation and Urban Transformation. So it is a scheme by Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. This ministry was also in news because of PM Swanidhi scheme, and SIDBI is the implementing authority of this scheme. Next is eBikeGo. So recently this startup company was in news as it appointed cricketer Harbhajan Singh as its brand ambassador. It is an Amritsar based startup company. Next is Shaurya KGC card. So recently SDFC Bank launched these Shaurya KGC card, and it is a first of its kind card for Indian Armed Forces. Next is Alert initiative. So this initiative is related to European Union. What is Alert? It is Acute Large Emergency Response Tool. So recently this initiative was in news as European Union has decided to provide humanitarian funding to support the victims of flood in various countries in South Asia. Next is Zero Road Fatalities. So India will achieve zero road fatalities by 2030. This was announced by Minister of Road Transport and Highways, Mr. Nitin Gadkari. Next is Fit India Freedom Run. So this event will be organized by Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports. So this will be organized from 15th of August to 2nd of October. Next is Price Monitoring and Ratios Unit. So recently this PMRU was set up in Karnataka. Now what is this PMRU? It has been established by NPPA. What is NPPA? It is National Pharmaceutical Pricing Authority. So this PMRU will assist NPPA in monitoring the price of various medicine, and it will ensure the availability of drugs as well as it will spread awareness about drugs. Now this NPPA is under Department of Pharmaceuticals. So these were the most important event of today's video. Now homework. So please read about these terms. What is seed bomb? What is Pura initiative? And what is Israeli-Palestinian conflict? Thank you, and that's all for the day.